I'd advise most people to start off and focus on a strategy, a nice sort of maybe vanilla buy-to-let or something that just to sort of get their feet under the table, should we say. So what did I do? I went and brought a church, which is a Grade 2 listed building and in a conservation area. So yeah, it was already set out of its challenges from day one.
And our final presenter, our sixth top performer, please put your hands together for Sam.
Thank you, guys. Wow. Yeah, to follow on from that lot. No, just want to say, first of all, thank you, and everyone in this room's done incredibly well this year. So good. Just wanted to tell you a bit about my mastermind story from this year. So yeah, who am I? So, I am Sam Carter. I come from Cambridge, and I don't know if any of you know it, Cambridge is quite an expensive area to invest. So I come from a building background and also a financial advisor. So when I say building background, just to give you some context, my dad has his own building company. So I know it gives me a little bit of a head start in that sense. So I've been on site from the age of 12, probably sweeping up and sort of always been involved in the company, picking up a bit of trade here and there, and then managing some of my own projects. So that then leads me on to my reason why. Why did I do Mastermind? Oh, there's me. And there's our company, SJC Property Developments. So it leads me on to my reason why. My family. Mum and Dad have been so supportive of me and my brother throughout my whole life. And I can't thank them enough for everything they've done. They actually released equity in their house to help me on this journey and pay for the course. So now it's my time to give back to them and give them a retirement they deserve. And secondly, freedom. I want to be able to do what I want, when I want. And like Dan Hill says, live life that I design. And yeah, for me, being by the water is just amazing. So whether it's on holiday, on the beaches, being on lakes, being on my paddleboard, that is what I like doing, and I want to be able to do that when I want and all the time. So our mission at SJC Property Developments was to grow our network when we come onto Mastermind, find investors, and to provide modern, aesthetically pleasing, functional living spaces to foster human connection, creating properties our tenants are proud to call home, and hit the Mastermind target. So these photos on the right are some of the concepts we've done and built for our residential clients using the building company. And really, I said to Dad, why are we not doing it for ourselves? Like, we've got all the resources, we've got all the power team and build team, why are we not doing it for ourselves? After reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, coming onto the Mastermind Accelerator, I was like, we can do this. So that leads me on to our first project. And I would advise most people to start off and focus on a strategy, a nice sort of maybe vanilla buy-to-let or something that just to sort of get their feet under the table, should we say. So what did I do? I went and brought a church, which is a Grade 2 listed building and in a conservation area. So yeah, it was already set out of its challenges from day one. And there have been a lot of challenges, let me say. So it's a commercial to residential, which has the benefits of lower stamp duty and many other things that I won't go into today. But we're going to create two really high-end luxury flats. They're going to be at 125 square metres each, so it's more like a semi-detached house than a flat, in terms of square meterage. Purchase price, 218. I'll touch on the story a little bit later on, but this is what I mean by, and many people have mentioned it, resilience, persistence, and consistency. This deal was actually started off in the end of November, December time, and we originally agreed £266,000. It was stacking up at that deal, and even though it was over the odds for what they were actually asking for it, we didn't mind paying it because we knew what we could do with it in the end. So always have the end goal in mind, and I'd say that's another top tip. Don't be afraid to put over the value in, especially the climate we're in at the moment, if the numbers work for you. Long story short, we had some complications setting up the SPV. Took a lot longer, obviously, with COVID that we've had this year. And then also the vendor obviously wanted a quick sale, so it went back on the market. Stay calm. I'm an emotional person, and this is one of the things, that mindset, stay calm, follow the process, and it will be okay. Always follow up. Always. And it come back on the market. But not only it come back on the market, it went to auction. So, as you can imagine, I was pulling my hair out. I know I've still got a bit, but I was definitely pulling my hair out because we couldn't agree a pre-auction deal, even though it was on the open market at the same time. So, luckily, thank God, it went to auction. And again, this is only a few weeks ago. We managed to agree it for $218,000, which means we made an initial saving of a considerable amount of over £40,000. So the refurbishment cost is going to be £150,000. and the GDV is going to be £600,000. That's what we've had it valued at. Maybe a little bit more, about 650, but we'll take the conservative figure. The annual net income is going to be £12,550, which I know isn't a considerable amount, given the amount of money involved. However, by refinancing it out at 75%, we can actually pull out £82,000 in profit, making it the ROI infinite, and it's no money down deal. When I come on this, people say, oh, I don't want to invest in Cambridge. It's a really, really affluent area. It's going to be really, really hard. Yes, it is. But and for me, is where I can then solve the issue, solve the problem, and be creative with it and find different ways that investors can't do deals. So I can now say we've got a no money down deal in Cambridge. So this is our vision of how the property is going to look. So what we're going to do is use the original features of the Georgian property, because it's built in the 1700s, and make them stand out, the real wow factors, while also having a real modern contemporary look with all the other finishes, and using like brick slips and everything to give it that Georgian feel. This is going to be our first project. Can't wait to show you guys the end when it's complete. So this brings me on to my second deal. This is me with my cheesy key photo outside the front of our HMO. It's currently a 4-bed house, and we're going to create a 6-bed co-living home. The purchase price is £375,000, refurbishment £75,000, estimated value £530,000, annual net income £21,280, giving an ROI cash left in the deal of 34%. This then leads me on to our cash flow and strategy, because it's all well and good building up your assets, but you really need to focus on your cash flow first of all to get that money coming in. So we teamed up with a company that provides emergency housing in the London boroughs, and helping those at most in need. And that really fits in our ethos and morals, as well as providing a passive income for ourselves. So we've got 10 rent-to-rents with the company in London. The annual net income that we've received from that profit is £38,348. So that's on a 30-month contract. So we know that we've got that coming in for the next couple of years, and that can be extended to the 5 years. So it's nice having that as a cash flow each month, real, real good buffer. So, juicy part, results from my mastermind year. 3 projects. Once they're all completed, net asset value will be 1.1 million. Investor finance raised over £610,000, which I can't believe when I started this journey, what you can do and what you can get if you put your mind to it, and just overcome your fears. So the equity within the properties will be £537,000, and the net income will be £77,637. Assuming conservatively a 3.5% capital appreciation, on averages, house prices double every 10 years on record, so we're just taking a very conservative figure, 3.5. You could say that's going to be just under 40,000, meaning the combined annual profit will be around £117,000. What's next for SJC Property Developments? We want to expand our co-living spaces in Cambridge. That's where we really want to focus, by adding value to properties, doing them up really, really good, really nice standard, and making houses that tenants are proud to call home. Continue to build our portfolio by adding value, and explore more commercial opportunities in the Cambridge sector. We also, and this is personally for me, I want to have the best landlord reputation in Cambridge. We're all about going above and beyond for our tenants, putting in extra things that not only make it aesthetically pleasing, but also functionality. So it just makes them easier, little things, by putting like the light switches next to the bed, so you don't have to get out of the bed at midnight when you're all tired and stuff like that. And for me personally, the goal, I really want to do a freehold London conversion. So I want to buy a massive block, split it into flats, and own the penthouse suite. Obviously, the whole reason we're doing this is to spend more time with our family and friends, something we really enjoy doing, and that for me is a massive, massive thing. And lastly, we all need money, right? It's a tool. But for me, success is all about giving and helping. That's what I deem for me success. And I don't think we get taught enough about this in schools, in all concepts of investing. So for me, my success will be helping children learn about not only about property, but investments, mortgages, solicitors, because I think it's so, so crucial to life and we just don't get enough. So that's my own personal goal. Another goal that was on there was also to buy my own property in Cambridge, but I've actually achieved that this week. So yeah, we can tick that one off the list. Top tips. 2 things that I've learned from Mastermind this year, they've been massive: mindset and network. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. Without these guys in the room, I honestly believe now that with my network, I can tackle any property problem, because if these guys don't know in the room and my network don't know, they will know someone that knows, and that's just how it works. So to start with, clear goals. Reverse engineer them. Start 10-year goal, 5-year, 3-year, 2-year, 1 year, 1 month, weekly, and then your daily habits, which make it all back and top it all up. Being a star and created, I've got a great big vision, but then reversal psychology back down. It was quite hard to start off with, but to really tap into that really, really helps. Build your power team. Your power team's so important, and reward them for it, because at the end of the day, these guys are going to be your success or not, your failures. And I think that's so important. Conquer your fear. Fear is can stop so many people, and it's false expectations appearing real 90% of the time. Get out your own way and get on with it. I find really helpful to write down a bit of paper, anything that I want to overcome, and then if it's a big fear, whether it's, I don't know, contracts, money, investors, anything, write down a bit of paper, what it is, write down the worst case scenario, and then find a solution for it, because you know then in your head, if it does come to that, you can solve it. And it just really, really helps. Expand the brain, expand the mind. Resilience, persistence, consistency. I can't tell you how much the church deal was stressing me out and pulling my hair out. Like I said, lost it, spent money obviously on the planning and everything like that, and then to get it in the end was absolutely exceptional. So really, really follow up. Resilience, persistence, consistency, and I can't tell you that enough. Relationships and customer focus. I know a few of them touched on it earlier, but that is so important. Give the customer what they want and give the client what they want. Because if you have a happy client, they're a happy paying tenant, then what more could you want in life? And also it makes you feel good. You want to be able to walk down the street with your head held high, especially as we're investing in our local area. And then enjoy it. Enjoy the success by reflecting. Enjoy it with your peers. Like, this group has been fantastic because they're there for you when you have all the lows and the dips, when deals fall through, but they're also there for your highs and moments like this. So really just embrace it. And for me, reflecting on that has been a massive part of it. And lastly, get comfortable getting uncomfortable. I can't stress that enough. I would never have stood up here last year and done this. Half the stuff I would not have been able to achieve. And like I said, it all just goes back to the mindset and reflecting. Yeah, and lastly, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to Simon, thank you to Andy, thank you to Alyssa, thank you to everyone in this room. It's been an incredible journey. I want to continue with all you guys and look forward to see you all succeed in the future. Thank you very much.
I do hope you got massive value from watching this YouTube video. I'd encourage you to click on the link below to come and do the online training with me. And I've got another video lined up for you, which I think is also going to be really useful, that you should watch once you've registered for the online training with me. So invest with knowledge, invest with skill. I'll see you very soon.